Hello everyone, welcome back to more Let's Play Demonheart. Today we're starting on the final chapter, Devotion. And here is where everything comes to its conclusion. And kind of one of the most important chapters out of all of them. You see, in this chapter alone, this decides which ending you get in this game. None of the other chapters mattered until this point. Yeah, you can literally dick around the previous chapters all you want. It won't matter. It only matters what you do in this chapter alone. And there's a lot of good little tidbits here and there, and a lot of fuck-ups you can do, which I'll be pointing that out as we go along. But anyway, here we are, where Raze came by and stole our heart and said we would betray him? What? I don't know why he's thinking we would betray him. He's kinda helped us. Maybe? Actually, I don't know. I'm starting to question that a little bit. But anyway, enough chit-chat. Let us begin this tale and end it once and for all. Ari was indeed standing behind me, as Raze said she was. She moves to my side, watching me with concern.
Why did he?
What the hell happened to him, man? He probably thinks he had a good reason. You should ask him about it tactfully.
I'm sorry it turned out this way. I only wanted to help you, but there was no way to avoid him.
There is nothing either of us can do. Come on now, Ari. I mean, he's a demon spawn. What could you have done? I mean, let's be real here. None of us could do anything. It's true. We were trapped between him and my mistress. But your heart is in his hands now. You can only do as much as he allows you to. This demon spawn has expressed so much interest in you. His obsession goes to such lengths that he did this. It is both fascinating and horrifying. He won't hurt me. I know we can get along. I know we could be buddies again. Just need to make him trust me. Why is he so distrustful of me? I mean, come on, man. Then you are hoping to resolve this with him peacefully. Well, I do need him as an ally. Now, if he would only come to his senses. Perhaps this is for the best. People are often afraid of the demon's trickery, but since he has your heart, he might as well be honest with you. So maybe we should cheer up a bit.
How I wish we could all just get along. You are amazing. And I've met a real demon spawn.
Aww. She said we're amazing. That's nice. Of course, he had to plot against us the entire time and betray you. And with my mistress, it's impossible to ever get along with anyone. We need to get out of here before she comes around to catch us. You will need to sneak out of the dungeon somehow, and then... I feel a ripple in the air. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! The portal's opening! That's not good!
The portal. It's active again.
Didn't I just say that? There is someone on the other side, a blurry figure, or more than one it seems. Rivera steps through confidently. Behind her is Brash, in his armor again.
You returned her heart.
No, please, let me explain.
She didn't return it. It's even better. My heart is no longer here.
Not here. Explain yourselves, saving whores.
Don't speak to Ari that way. What the hell is wrong with you? One more word from you. She had a demon spawn as an ally, Orchid's son. Demon spawn?
Are you insulting my intelligence, Zenari?
Orchid's plan must have failed, and if not, where is this demon spawn?
He tricked us. Her.
He ported to her heart and stole it. We don't know where he went. You lie. You meant to release her all along. You already see yourself as her accomplice in this matter. No, what do I need to do so you will believe me?
Kill her.
What? Ari seems as stunned as I am. My heart is no longer in your grasp. Or mine! You'll never get it. So why don't you just let me walk out of here? I'll never bother you guys again, okay? A cheap bluff. Why would I believe you?
Zanari, kill her.
I can't.
Aw, Ari. That is all the proof I need.
Let me do it.
Brash! Are you fucking serious, dude? Are you fucking serious? After everything we went through, after everything we have been through together, you wanna fucking kill me? Really, dude? Really? This is what happens when you're nice to assholes, viewer. Don't be nice to assholes! Brash, why? Fuck off. Yeah, don't be nice to assholes, viewer. They're not worthy of your time. My designs have changed after the whore Ari betrayed me as I knew she would. I no longer require his heart. I need only yours. But you have his heart. Mine is lost. You can't have my heart because the demon spawn stole it. We just said this. Brash's heart is all you have left, so take his, not mine. Jesus Christ, lady. Forgive me if I split you open to see that for myself. I don't care about Brash. I wonder if she wants the power of speed more than strength. Because I imagine Brash's power is strength. If we haven't come across that yet, I can't remember. Why do you give him the favorable treatment? Because I need better allies than you, traitor. Enough! Kill her already. I would do it myself, but I wish to see at least someone doing as I say around here. Alright, so this is kind of important, this option. I charge at Rivera with my knife. If you do this, you are either fucked in the long run, or Ari is fucked in the long run. And I'll be pointing out where you get fucked later in this chapter, but honestly, don't bother with this. Unless you want to see what happens. But anyway, yeah, not gonna bother with this. Brash, you know who the real enemy is. We're gonna talk some common sense into you. Brash draws his great sword, glaring at me. But he's hesitating. When Rivera impatiently motions toward me with her head, Brash swings his sword at her back. She quickly turns around and a magic aura forms around her, deflecting the blade. Lightning strikes from her hands right at Brash, throwing him back in a spasm of shock. I feel like time slowed down. Rivera still has Brash in an electric loop. I need to act while her back is turned to me. If I don't attack her, I'm next. And besides, you get another chance to actually kill Rivera. But this also, the second option of killing her changes the outcome a little bit. Let's see. If I recall correctly, we'll be nice and I leap forward to stab Rivera in the leg to try to disable her. Actually, I think in the long run this doesn't really matter that much, if I'm recalling correctly. I remember in my test video that I did before this, it didn't really do anything. It's really the first time you attack her without talking it out first. That's when bad things happen to Ari. But anyway, we attack her and hit her leg! As I reach her, Rivera starts turning around and the cold magic from her fingertips brushes against my arm, yet my blade still hits her thigh. I cut her deep, and her magic wanes. I quickly bring my knife to her throat to make sure she won't try anything. Rivera groans in pain and gives me a sideways stare in disbelief. She doesn't look repentant at all. I'm sending you to prison, where you belong. Or we could slit her throat, but
Brash, you fool! I know you can hear me.
Meanwhile, Brash has been on his knees, recovering from her spell. He starts getting up. I notice Ari standing in the back with her hands over her mouth. Possibly, she has heard that Rivera isn't calling out to her.
Brash! You will die for this! You cannot allow this to proceed!
You're right.
Brash takes hold of Rivera's arms, pulling them behind her back.
I can't allow her to send you to Feline's prison. Their guards can't even do their jobs right.
It's better to bring you to Lord Mace. He may still have a thing or two to ask you.
Fool, I am the only one who knows the way to your heart.
That's right. You know too much. We better kill the witch and be done with it. That solves the problem with my heart too.
And again, you could try to kill her. Like, this game is pretty adamant in wanting you to kill Rivera, but I believe at this point it doesn't really matter whether you kill her or not. It's just that first option of killing her. That's the bad one. Let's see. No! We're taking her back alive!
Fine. Let me tie her up. Or we can fucking tie her up twice to be sure. Snake will do everything she can to kill us after this.
Brush quickly gags Rivera, then proceeds to tie her arms.
Maybe it would have been a bit more appropriate to let Ari do the tying, since it's her hag of a lover after all.
I do it just so you don't hurt her, you ruffian.
Back off, witchling. Don't even think of getting close to her.
She's wounded. Are you going to bandage up her leg?
No, and she'll live.
Rivera glares at Ari, full of hatred. Apparently it's not the wound that bothers her. It seems she doesn't appreciate your concern, Ari. I can't stand this situation. You two, do what you need to do quickly, please.
Hell, Bright, if I had known Ari was going to pick you, all this could have gone that much easier.
See? We won! There was no need for all that mess of betrayal, dude.
Rivera was stronger with Ari by her side, but maybe you're right. Maybe I should have tried to fight her with you and the soldiers, had they made it alive. I've learned that there are things worse than death for me. I should have risked it.
Oh. What is worse than death, dude?
Betraying you. Anyway, no one has my heart now. Or is that so, Ari?
Brush grabs Ari by the shoulders.
Where the fuck is my heart?
I don't know. It's in Garden 4, but I never saw the coordinates.
In the fucking what? What are you talking about?
It is a hidden place in Inferno. Another secret hideout like this one. But how far away it actually is, no one knows. It's only reachable through a certain combination of portal keys, which I don't have. Brush lets Ari go, sighing and looking into the distance. Only the mistress knows it, unless you could find it somewhere in her writings, but I can't. But I couldn't. Rivera's eyes reveal a malicious smirk. I'm sure this is fully scared to pick up a spell. Brush, what do you think, man?
We could beat her up for good measure, but I'm not sure about removing the gag.
It's not a good idea. She will lie. Ari blushes, unable to look at her mistress. She'll never help you.
Yeah, I believe that. It's the last thing she'd fucking do.
Well, what the hell? I'll be just like Mace. It's better than living as a target for the hunters. Well, we can search Rivera's lair just in case, if you want, man.
Is that concern for me, or something else, sweetheart?
Did you just call me sweetheart?
If I don't need my heart, what the hell do you need it for?
I don't need it either. It would be irresponsible not to check whether this information exists at all.
I can guarantee she did not leave any trace for anyone else to find it. She always had the mine or nobody's attitude.
Oop. Pardon for the noise, viewer. Alright, so that's settled, I guess.
Yeah.
We need to go. I can't stand to look at my mistress in this state.
Sure, I know this look on a convict's face. She's plotting to escape as you speak. We have to get her behind bars quickly. That's not what I meant, but in a sense I agree. The sooner you deliver her to the authorities, the better. And I hope you don't intend to hand me over as well. You're also one of her victims, Ari. I will not hand you over. Thank you, Bright. But I don't think I am blameless. I can only hope the rest of the world will see it the same way you do. There's a supply of portal activators here, so everything is ready. We kept them here to always have them on hand. It would be terrible to get stuck in Inferno with no way of opening the portal again. Ari, will you be alright, man? I should be.
Thank you for keeping your end of the deal. I really couldn't bear to see her.
No problem, Mary. Of course, in my test videos, I mostly killed her. Rivera glares at Ari. Yeah, but you can bear to imagine her rotting in a prison cell and promptly being executed for her crimes. I don't know what will happen, but at that point it stops being my responsibility. You are her... you are her accomplice. We should arrest you too. I stood back and allowed you to do this. You're lucky I don't have enough sex for all of you. The smartest thing you could do now is to run far away from here and pretend you never were her apprentice. For once, I agree. Now let me get to that portal. Ari takes out her bracelet and starts setting up the wheels on the portal to show a certain combination of symbols. She must have more than one combination written on that bracelet. The last time she did this, she had to recheck everything several times, so I imagine this might take a while. Brash is sizing me up and smirking, but he looks strained. Something about him has changed since Rivera's mistreatment, as if he somehow became leaner, though his armor hides it well. Yet there is still a sense of danger about him, the kind only found in a man who has nothing to lose. Hey, I have a question. Why did you bring me to Rivera?
I thought there was no escape. For you, that is. I didn't expect Rivera to turn on me immediately.
Well, you knew what kind of attitude she was, so that's kind of your fault, dude. Even if I changed the plan, we were on her territory. Everything was planned in advance. Couldn't surprise her, couldn't defend her. The fucking Krone was always prepared. So you wanted to save yourself by sacrificing moi? Yeah, I assume that's what any sane guy would do. Of course, this was all planned before I met you. And then, when I saw whom I was getting killed, hell broke loose. I wouldn't choose the same way again. Why? What's changed? Are you really going to fuck me in the head over this? As if you don't get it? I love you! It's no good being alive knowing that I killed you! Yeah. Love us? After Rivera captured me, I felt greater torture than anything she ever did to me. I thought you were dead. I wish that I had realized sooner that the pain of torture and death would be nothing in comparison. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, maybe it's the best if you forget what I said. I'm getting pathetic. So, is that it? Well, how come Rivera released you?
She got desperate after Ari went missing. She promised to spare me if I swore to destroy the two of you, so I damn well did.
You lied. I had to. I'm so surprised she believed me. Guess she had no one else to turn to. She was so distraught to find out about Ari's betrayal that she must have decided to risk it all. Nice work, by the way. I didn't mean to... What? You still can't decide? You should have told me about your fuzzy feelings for Bright earlier. With you on our side, we could have fought Rivera before she jailed us both. Instead, you helped her to paralyze Bright and then fucking stabbed me, after I did the work of carrying her to prison for you. You did nothing to help Bright either. You knew Rivera couldn't teleport to your heart instantly. Besides, it's your fault you decided to follow us when we first met. And it's your fault Rivera got this far, you ass-kissing little puppet. You always did everything she said. She would have succeeded in her goals with or without me, my help was insignificant. You underestimate yourself. In no time you'll be an evil old hag just like her. Are you sure? You don't want me dead? Not unless Bright leaves me for you. There's a thought. And again, we're back to talking to them, unless we say that, but we're not going to say that. We like Ari. Ari's always been there for us. So it's only fair that we're there for her in return. So, Sir Brash, can you explain to me about Lord Mace and Rivera, and how come you worked for them both?
Sure thing, kitty girl.
Normally I don't talk about this, but we've been both through deep shit here, so why the hell not? You know that Mace became heartless thanks to the old crone Alonda, right? The hag whose ass Rivera used to kiss to get you where she was? Yes. What about it? Well, Mace wanted to be an invincible Demonheart really badly, so he made this plan to trick the witch into helping him, and then kill her so no one could ever find his heart. She did it for knowledge and probably a big fat reward, which served no purpose once she was dead. Okay. Where do you come in? My point is that Mace and Rivera had a history long before I came into the picture. Now me, well, I was in a really bad shape when I agreed to be Rivera's test subject. I was going to kill myself over some whore who didn't want me anyway, so I said why the hell not. I didn't know what I was doing. Some whore, huh? It was all really stupid, looking at it now. It was the event that led me to becoming a Demonheart. I've changed a lot since then. There's hardly anything left from the boy I used to be. Thing is, I wasn't fit to be a knight at the time. I'd done a lot of physical work starting as a boy, but I was pretty much a nobody. Hence why the whore left me for a rich old man. But I don't want to talk about that. That sucks, man. It was only after Rivera made me a Demonheart that I got the courage to get into some real work. It was dirty work in the Scarswell slums, and involved chopping up people and not wood. I got careless and insanely brave, since I knew I could just get back up every time they killed me. It didn't matter how many times I died. I hated everything. In time, I improved my skills, and the bravery that came from knowing I was immortal made it nearly impossible for anyone to defeat me in the first place. It turned out Lord Mace was looking for soldiers like this. 2 of his knights came to recruit me one day. I don't think they immediately knew I was a Demonheart. They honestly thought I was just an extremely skilled thug who could be useful as a soldier if disciplined. Woo! Not gonna lie, Sir Brash, you're killing my throat here. I really wish full dialogue was available, so I wouldn't have to do this. But anyway, I made the mistake of telling them that I was a Demonheart on the way. I thought it would be one more reason to allow me to Mace's service. When we arrived at the Knight's Palace, the fucking knights who were there all attacked me. I was dead in 2 seconds. Oh my. When I woke up, I finally met Lord Mace in person. He was all great, as if nothing had happened. He had fucking gone through my chest. When he realized I was like him, he decided to skip the soldier crap and name me a knight, if I was willing to forgive him. And I'm assuming you forgave him. Yeah, hence I am now Sir Brash to you. I'm glad I forgave him. I thought I was fucking crazy at the time, but I was face to face with Mace after all. There's very little I wouldn't forgive the man. He knows a lot of things, and he knows who's loyal to him. He knew this about me, even though I had to report back to Rivera, so he put up with it. Rivera never asked me to do anything that conflicted with Mace's orders before. Of course, he had known she intended to eat my heart one of these days. He might have actually done something. Otherwise, if he attacked her, he'd just risk losing me prematurely. I had to tell him what was going on with you and Rivera. He knew all about our mission, more than Lord Second did anyway. He decided he should let Rivera have the weakest heart of some girl instead of losing one of his knights. Neither of us knew she'd turn on me immediately. And you're alright with the fact that Mace would eat your heart if he could, right? I'm hoping that he actually wouldn't, after all this time. Alright. Fair enough. Well, in the meantime, I do need to tell you something.
there was this demon spawn.
A fucking demon spawn?
Yes. He talked to me through this magical amulet. Silence. I was supposed to teach him about the human world, but he acted like he already knew everything. He probably did. Why the hell would you be teaching a demon?
Since when have you been talking to him?
All along our journey, pretty much. You cheat on me with a demon? We only talked. Calm down, dude. That's the worst! What happened in the end? You told Rivera something about your heart. You were telling the truth, weren't you? I was. Reyes released me from Rivera's prison, but only after she removed my heart. Then he took it without my permission. So, your heart as well, in the hands of some demon dick. Even demons want you dead, and I thought humans were bad enough. Well, to be honest, I'm not sure what he wants, actually. He kind of took our heart in order to, like, as insurance, pretty much, so... yeah, we're confused. That's easy. He wants to fuck up your life. You need to stop dealing with demons. Well, demons were kind of shoved into my life regardless, so I had no choice in that. I hope the son of a goat likes you more than Rivera likes me. I was hoping this wouldn't be over, that you would finally be safe. I hadn't seen this coming. If Bright is being hunted by humans as she has been thus far, this might yet work out in her favor. If we could only be certain of Reyes' good intentions. Certain in a demon? Only a crazy witch could say something that stupid. You two always bickering. It's adorable. So, you know I tried to save you in the poison room, right? Oh, and if you try to take out Brash's heart, this will kind of come up saying, so, about that poison room, haha. Let's see what he says about this first.
Yeah, I remember your silky hands on me, little pussy. Much use you were.
Hey, it made a difference. Fuck off, asshole. Right, especially after Rivera returned. Sorry for teasing you. I was really surprised when you tried to help me. And it did help, just knowing that you cared enough to do that. Rivera invented some long-lasting poison to fuck over even a Demonheart. I still feel the consequences, but I'm getting better by the moment. So, if you talk to him about the poison and after you take out his heart, he gives absolute zero fucks about it. He won't say anything, he's just like, whatever, it's fine. And he won't hold it against you, pretty much. Which is actually really nice. I appreciate it. In the meantime, let's see how Ari is doing. Ari is finishing up the preparations.
The gate is ready to be opened. Are you coming?
Are you sure you didn't mess it up?
Yes, Brash, I checked. 5 times at least, I think. Check that one more time, you little hag. Okay. Alright, this is to be mean to Ari. Yes, better to be safe. Yeah, that's the best way to kind of say that without offending anybody. Ari starts comparing the symbols from her bracelet to those on the portal again. It's all set correctly. Ari takes one of the activator stones from an open chest and brings it to the portal's opening. Once again, a wave of air splashes against us. This time, the air is a bit more fresh than here in Inferno. It is the cold air of the underground ruin. We all go through quickly, Brash dragging Rivera with us. After we step inside Rivera's portal room, there's no time for anyone to say a word before we hear noises in the hallway nearby. Sounds like humans walking with heavy armor.
The hideout has been stormed by soldiers. What do we do now?
Obviously, it depends on whose soldiers they are, little witch.
Uh-oh. Any kind is wrong for me. I'm Rivera's accomplice. Also, what if they are bandits? They're not. What you hear is either an army of Scarswell or the fucking Royal Army is here.
Don't show your face, witch. Let us check who it is. And you can see Brash go first, or let's go together. The dialogue is pretty much the same, but you get extra dialogue if you go first. So, we shall go first. Ladies first, as they say. I sneak up to the hallway entrance and peek out. Sorry, still recovering from Brash's stupid-ass voice. Indeed, I see someone I recognize as a Knight of Scarswall.
Hey there, girlie.
Hey, Sir Jarlin.
Good thing ye remember me. Say, Brash has been gone for too long, so I had to start investigating. Just let the mess that happened with the old hag Rivera. Ye were the one who was supposed to go missing, not Brash. So what the hell happened to him?
Hey, you old dog. I'm here.
By the hell.
Brashy, my boy, you're alive. Rosie, I found him.
Hey there, sweetheart.
Wait a little. So Jarlin came to rescue me, but why the ambassador girl? Aren't you fucking useless? Still the charmer, I see. This is why I like you. You wouldn't believe who else came to rescue ye. You're a real damsel, Brash. Even Star is here. What the hell happened to warrant this? You were gone for 16 days. Me hearty could not take it anymore, so I wept for help. And our Lord Mace heard me weeps. Lord Mace loves you back, Brash. Rejoice. What? Seriously? Did he send you to fight Rivera?
Yea, he sent me a whole battalion for ye, but we thought it might be too late. We all feared ye were dead. Lord Mace even shed a tear for ye.
Wow, Jarlin's voice is really hard to do. My apologies, viewer. Now you're making it up. I saw no tears.
Tell this evil woman, you're a long-lived brat, but no wonder ye can't see anything from your bored perspective. Don't ruin our tale of brotherhood and loyalty!
You are fucking late. We already took care of Rivera. She's here. Her witched arms are bound tightly. You could take her to prison. Of course, she might bleed out and die on the way, but I don't give a damn. Bright insisted that we keep her alive. Well, that's great about the witch, but what about Kitty Girl? She belongs to Lord Mace now.
No. There's a problem.
The witch fucking made her heartless, and then lost her heart.
Don't lie to me!
I never lied to you. The girl will be useless to Mace.
You've gone crazy, alright! You think Mace is just gonna gobble up the story of yours? Girl ain't got a heart either. You'll have to tell at least let him see it for himself.
Over my dead body, Jarlin!
You see this, Rosie? Can you believe this?
Oh, wow. I'll have to forget what I heard here, I guess.
So these are probably the knights he was talking about earlier who found him, and then he told them he was a Demonheart, and then they took him to Lord Mace. So far they haven't tried to kill him for his heart as far as we know of, but... Or no, Lord Mace found out he didn't have a heart, excuse me. So of course they couldn't have. Haha, I'm remembering terribly. My apologies, viewer. Rose, go and make sure the other soldiers aren't listening, or I'll fucking bash your head in. Fine.
So, yelling at me and Rosie like a madman, all for the red-haired cat girl. We see how it is.
This is really important to me.
I figured as much. Rosie wouldn't be telling a thing. I won't either. It's unlikely Lord Mace will be interrogating us about your girl. Ye, on the other hand. Ye better make sure ye don't fuck us all up by confessing yourself, or you'll be in shit, Brash.
Mace will know I'm telling the truth when I say she's heartless, unlike the two of you.
Yay, for sure. And then you'll ask if ye cut her up to make sure she's heartless. Have ye, Brash?
Of course not.
To hell with you both! Just keep me and Rosie out of it. We ain't seen nothing, alright?
Whew. Not gonna lie, saying his accent is terrible, and I know I'm pure garbage at it, so again, apologies, viewer. Brash is getting visibly nervous.
Right, we've gotta hand Rivera over to the soldiers.
And we will, just hand him over right now. I know Scarswell Justice was probably not what you wanted, but you can't drag her anywhere yourself. It's too dangerous. When Mace gets his hands on her, you can be sure she won't pose a threat to either of us again. I don't want her tortured and killed. I only want justice. She might live if she's smart. I can't guarantee what will happen. I can only say Mace is not a fool. I barely convinced them to leave you alone. Let them at least take one captive back to Mace. Maybe it'll be enough of a distraction so he doesn't start interrogating me about you. Alright. I don't like it, but that's the best option we've got. Bresh goes back to fetch Rivera, still bound and gagged securely. Oh, and if you killed Rivera, he'll still kind of convince the guards to go back to Scarswell. And Lord Mace will have to wait for him to return. She throws us both venomous looks as Sir Jarlan drags her through the hallway. Bye!
I wasn't counting on them being here. This makes things more complicated. We have to part ways now.
What? Now? I will go and distract Mace's army and Mace himself, so you have time to escape. He will search for you once this dust settles for this whole mess with me and Rivera. Why will he search for me, even though we probably can guess? He's a fucking hunter. He eats all the demon hearts he can find. There haven't been many in the south, but when there is one, it will damn well be his. Mace won't believe you. Mace won't believe you don't have a heart. He'll have you ripped open just like he had me. But he won't take you for a night. It's more likely he'll just decide to burn you. Oh. That kind of sucks. And he will give the speech should you not have given Rivera to them, so that's why he's going back to Scarswell. And how will you distract them? My return will be some kind of event, a distraction in itself, and he'll be glad to get his hands on Rivera. I'm not sure if I should try to lie to him or not. Maybe I can find a way to convince him you aren't worth his time, because I'm sure you actually aren't, but you'll be a thorn in his eye, especially since I'm trying to protect you. I see, well, do what you can, okay? For the both of us, okay?
Do you want to see me again?
And you can decide what you want right here. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. This does affect the ending. A little bit of the ending. Depending what you choose. So, if you want to see Bresh again, you can say you love him, or maybe as an ally. You can see Bresh again, but depending on the ending goes. But if you don't, then you just tell him to pretty much piss off. But we'll say maybe as an ally.
Then maybe I'll see you around. If you're smart, it won't be in the south. I hope you resolve the issue with your son of a goat, so you can stay alive.
Bresh turns around and walks away. It looks like he's clenching his fists. There is a cheerful shouting and greetings from the soldiers as he reaches them. I wish he could have fought Raze for me. Then again, he'd probably charge in swearing and I never get a chance to say anything. So it's best that we part ways. I go back to the portal room where Ari remained hiding from the soldiers. Sounds like they are leaving now.
So, Bresh leaves for Scarswell once again.
I expected him to take my mistress to Lord Mace. I didn't know he would leave so soon. You still need help. It's alright though. He wouldn't understand you need to resolve things with Raze peacefully. Yeah, he'd try something foolish. On the other hand, I think I am qualified to help you. I may have some useful knowledge about the demon spawn in Inferno. Also, there is nothing left for me here.
I sacrificed everything so you could escape. I want to see it through to the end, or else I've just ruined everything for no reason.
I know it's going to be dangerous, but staying here alone with my memories would surely kill me anyway.
You haven't ruined anything, Ari. You've begun putting things right, and you're getting your shit together, so it's all good.
Thank you. I hope this is truly the case. Bright, there is something I need to confess. You did hurt my mistress and send her to prison, but at least you spared her life. She was out to kill you, and she put you in such an unfortunate situation that you really took the most peaceful way out possible, apart from surrendering, of course. It's true, I've been contemplating to abandon her. At first, I wasn't, but after all her accusations, she was even jealous of a warg once. I missed my freedom all these years, but there was no painless way out. This had to be it. So I know I bear part of the responsibility for all this mess. You and I both did the best we could. I would like to know now. Oh, excuse me. I would like to know I have made some positive change with my actions, no matter how small, and that at least you are safe, Bright.
Had we kill her mistress with the, the second to, fourth time option of killing Rivera, she'll kind of say something similar to this, but slightly different. I'll be saying, you killed my mistress, but after all that, I still don't know what's right. But, as long as we're kind of nice to her... Excuse me, that brash voice is killing me, Jesus Christ. But, what I found is that if you're still mostly nice to her, she'll still kind of side with you. Actually, no, wait, you can be an asshole to her and she's still side with you. I forgot. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played this, and then I did the test video and then practiced some routes, but not everything. God. I sound like a bumbling idiot, don't I? Alright. You've definitely started doing good, Ari.
I don't know, but your support does help me feel better. Now I know there's something about Ray's you haven't told me. He can see us even now, can't he? You have an infernal artifact that allows you to view communication.
It's true, I have the amulet, but he hasn't spoken to me ever since we escaped. Or he escaped.
Getsu Kupri watching us. Perhaps you should call out to him. Try to ask him where he is, or get him to come back to his senses.
No. If he wants to speak to me, he can. But the fact that he hasn't, he probably isn't.
Well, you're right. Besides, he probably isn't willing to help you anyway, so... You may as well take this.
She hands me a glass bottle with some brownish oil.
It's a potion you can use to temporarily nullify your amulet's powers. You need to coat the whole pendant in it, and bandage it up so it lasts longer. This potion will cut off the amulet's area of power and isolate it, so Rays will not be able to see, hear, or feel anything from you. But keep in mind that if he tries to communicate, he will know we did this. It might make him angry, so you need to decide between two evils, basically. This is one of the tools we used in the heart amputation process. Rivera never taught me their receipt, but she left this bottle behind.
That seems very useful, thank you.
You can find some bandages here if you want to do it. I'm not saying you should, though. I only wanted to share that possibility with you. We need to learn about your heart's whereabouts somehow. Ray's is probably in Inferno in his own secret lair. He mentioned something of the sort when he stole your heart, but there is no hope of reaching him unless he allows you to.
Or do you have any other kind of clue to follow?
I try to go back through my memories, through everything Ray's ever told me.
So many humans wish to hunt you down. The benefits might not... No, that makes no sense. You are immortal too. In the sense that your injuries will... Inferno is not a promised land for anyone. It is a treacherous place.
Okay, don't know what the hell happened right there. That was a little weird. You're supposed to hear what Ray's is saying, but some parts kept getting cut off. But we're going through our memories, we're trying to think what's going on.
I have a cozy little dungeon in Inferno, which I am the master of.
Okay.
She was murdered by me, leaving me the blessing of a mother's love.
Okay.
No, you shouldn't be here.
What the hell is going on? Why does that keep happening? Nothing else should be on. Remember them, or her sacrifice would be for naught! The symbols I wrote down in my journal, he told me to remember them, then asked me about them as if he was unaware of our conversation. Why was he angry to find me in the cage? Young Rays was inviting me, but the grown-up Rays kept pushing me away. The symbols. And as you can see right here, we see some of the symbols that the young Rays was pointing out. They look so much like the ones on the 5 wheels of the portal before me, except there are even more of them here. Where will these symbols lead me?
Bright, have you remembered anything?
Yes, some portal symbols. Really? You know a combination that leads somewhere special? Well, take a look at my journal. These are portal keys, right? All of them are here on the wheels, but is this a valid combination? Where does it lead? It has to be valid. I had a dream in which I saw young Rays in a cage. He showed me the symbols and said to remember them. A dream? It is said that demon spawn can truly contact humans in their sleep. This takes tremendous effort, but when it happens, it is powerful and unstoppable. He would not even need the amulet. Alright, I can make you an activator, but I'd rather leave the room while you're setting up the wheels. And as you kind of recall, one false move can set this whole room in flame and lava and kill everybody, so that's why she's asking to leave the room. Thank you. That would be great. Because if I make a mistake and if I'm wrong, best for me to die and you survive. Ari turns around to prepare the portal activator. In the meantime, should I try to block Rays from seeing me? So you can either choose yes or no. I want to say no because we get extra dialogue. And this is actually pretty important. Should you have killed Rivera on the first mentioning of having the chance to kill her, this actually decides who gets affected, whether it's you or Ari, later in a later scene. Later in a later scene. Wow, goddamn, English is failing me tonight. Jesus. But for the most purposes, since we're going to be skipping that part, I still want to say no because he gives extra dialogue if he sees everything. So, no. I want him to see me in all my basking glory. Do I really have a choice in this matter? I've grown so used to never being truly alone. It seems the mistress left enough supplies behind that I didn't have to do much. Here you go. Before you use this, you will need to turn the wheels the way you need them. The arrow on the top of each wheel will show you which symbol is currently active. Only when you are certain you have the right combination should you pull the lever in the wall. After that, you just bring the stone into the gate. It will pretty much fly it in on its own. I'll come back after you open it. Find the correct symbols and then pull the lever. And if we look inside our notes, let's see. Where is it? Oh, portals. No, not portals. Raz's dream, there we go. Have to search for a little bit, but if you look in your journal, it says so right here. For the M, sun, that, arrow, U. So we're going to click on those. But what happens if we put something wrong? So this last one is incorrect. So let's see what happens. It ends in fire. I love that ending right there. That's how it ends. It all ends a fire. And surprisingly, that death scene is pretty forgiving. It lets you go back. Some of the other death scenes don't let you have that. And by other, I mean just one other. I don't know why I mentioned as if there were multiple endings. Or multiple death scenes. There's only, like, really 2. But anyway. Let's correct that, please. There we go. The gate is open, and on the other side I see a dark hallway of another infernal lair.
It's safe. You did it.
Phew! I was kind of nervous. I thought I was going to die. Maybe another life I did, but not today.
It looks like a place I've never been to. Could it be Ray's secret hideout? What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Can he still see you? Oh no. Right, you know I have nothing left here. I want to leave this place. You don't want to travel to Inferno on your own, do you?
Well, I would really appreciate your company if you'd be willing to do something crazy.
Yes, I'm telling you I am. Let's go.
And so we enter the portal. And as soon as I step in... What is happening? I don't know, but we'll have to save that for next time on an all-new final episode of Let's Play Demonheart. I am... Sarah the Fox! You are the viewer, and I hope to see you next time. Ugh.